Hey guys, Money Maniacs coming to you today. As you guys know, this is the part 2 from the part 1 because we're in the middle of a discussion of silver stacking, the pros and the cons. Now in our first video we were focusing all on the pros of stacking silver and different kinds of silver, what would be more beneficial for you guys. Now we're going to get into the discussion of what are the cons of silver stacking. I don't believe that there is any cons personally in silver stacking, but there are some issues related to silver stacking that we're going to talk about today. That could be a con for you, and I'll explain here in a minute as we get into the video. We're going to get started over here today. One of your cons that's going to be unbeneficial to you, if you're that kind of silver stacker that you're just going for as the numismatics, the collector value, things of that nature, you're not necessarily going to want the constitutional silver, the junk silver, unless you're that type that's doing it more for a collecting part of the value, like saying you're making Benjamin Franklin books, you're making a collection of Walking Liberty half dollars, you're doing a collecting part of it, you're making it into a collectible piece like we did over here, like I did with the wartime nickels. You're not really going to want that kind of silver unless you're into that part of it. Now, to me, another con of stacking silver is if you just want silver ounces in your stack, another con for you guys is going to be, it's not going to be beneficial to you guys if you start just buying graded silver coins, numismatics, things of that nature, because there's a premium on top of that. And if you're under a budget like we are, we budget ourselves $200 a month, you're not really going to want to go for stuff like this, because whereas this right here is $17 an ounce right now, this is 1 ounce silver, this is the same coin, and I'll flip it around, you can see it's the same coin, but because it's graded and it's the one of 10,000, and it's got that grade on there as an MS70, this coin here, instead of being $17, just now turned into $27 to $30. So that's a very big downfall if you guys are just stacking for ounces, you're just trying to get ounces in your stack. You're not going to want to go for things of this nature. Just like this up here, it's another numismatic, it's a collectible, it's a 4 ounce silver bar, and it holds a premium on top of that. That's what all this over here on this side of the table, it all holds a premium, because they're either graded, they're a collector's piece, or they have the collector value on top of that. And what I mean by a con, if you guys, like I said before, if you're on a budget, you don't necessarily want to get into this unless you're into it for the collector part of it, and you can try to find some good deals. Like some of these in here, we actually found some really, really good deals. That's why we started getting some. But it's when you go to sell it, you've got to have that collector value on top of it, and you got to find that person that's willing to sell it, because maybe you're selling it at, silver gets up to $60, $75 an ounce. Someone offers you $75 for this coin when it's at $75 an ounce. Well, they're not adding any collector value or anything because of the grade that's on the coin or anything of that nature. Or just like over here, there's 9 ounces of silver in this plaque, but with it being in this condition and everything, there's collector value on top of it. Maybe they're not willing to pay you that. So that is a very big downfall when it comes to stacking silver when you go to sell it. Another big downfall is when you get your silver and everything for your cons, is how much you have to spend on it. Like the other half Money Maniac, she really likes her Star Wars, so we bought this Star Wars coin, and again, when we bought it, the silver was at $16.50 an ounce. We paid $25 for it. So yeah, I just paid $8.50 over spot price just for 1 ounce of silver because of collector value. Now, as far as what we're doing, we like to have ounces in our stack, but we're doing like a 50-50 where we want ounces in our stack, but we also want collector part of it too, just because we're trying to get into the hobby of the coin collecting. As you can see in our other videos, we do paper money, we do coins that aren't silver, we do gold coins, things of that nature. So we're into everything about money, and that's where we realize that's where we're heading with this. So we're okay with paying a little bit more of a premium on certain things. When we have the money, we still stay on a budget. That's why sometimes we don't get as much one month as we do the next month, because we find some collectible items that we want to go ahead and keep. And really what I'm doing with it, part of it is, a lot of it is for my investing, but a lot of it is I want to pass it down to future generations, to my kids and their kids and stuff like that. That's where the collector part of it, part of it is I'm passing it down. The other part is I'm just stacking it. Hopefully, I'm not a person that knows the stock market all that well, or I don't try to speculate on where the stock market's going. But I'm just hoping that the silver prices rise, and then I'm able to sell my silver for a profit. So we're in two different parts of silver for us. But I just wanted to put an open discussion out there today, guys, because another con for not putting ounces of silver in your stack would be stuff like this. Like I was saying before, this coin right here, we paid $35 for that coin. I'll show you the back. You've seen it in the other video. It is a MS69. And because it's graded and because it's signed by David Hall and everything of that nature, there was a very big premium on top of it. So when you start looking at coins and things of that nature, and if you're just doing silver stacking, you're going to want to go for more stuff like this. You're going to want to stay in the constitutional, the 1 ounce bars, the bullion, 10 ounce bars, maybe the 5 ounce bars, the kilo bars. You just want to do the bullion. But if you're wanting to get into more of the collecting part of it, as you're getting into it, know that when you're getting into it, when you go to sell it, it's going to be a lot harder than it is to sell this over here versus this stuff here, because this, you're going to have to find the right collector or the right person that's willing to pay the price that you want. So those are the cons that we have today, guys, for getting into silver stacking. Like I said, to us, no silver is junk. I believe every silver or piece of silver that you have, whether it's coin, bullion, even if it's old flatware, silver flatware, things of that nature, it's all great. All silver is awesome, because I don't think you can go wrong with having any silver in your home or any silver in your stack. Let me know what you guys think below in the comments. Leave a comment below. I didn't add this in the last video. The only thing that we ask is just be mindful and respectful to everybody else's comments and thoughts, because I know there's going to be a lot of opinions going that way, and I'm open and I'm mindful to everyone's opinion. So I just ask in advance that if you see a comment there you don't like, don't start an argument or anything. Just be mindful and respectful, and hope they do the same for you, because I know with a topic like this, there's going to be a lot of different types of opinions and a lot of different types of comments. If you like what you're watching so far, if you like the channel, hit subscribe, hit the like button. We'll have a few more videos coming at you shortly. So until next time, guys, this is Money Maniac signing out. Have a good day.